This is Roanoke, seen only on Cox 9. I'm your host, Kiana Price Wade. The American Red Cross is one of the country's most recognized organizations. When disaster strikes, the Red Cross is one of the first organizations to lend a hand. The organization does so much more than disaster relief. Here to tell us more about those other services are Amy Whitaker, Regional Director of Public Affairs for the American Red Cross, and Regional CEO Lee Clark. Thank you both for coming in. So, as I mentioned, you guys do so much more than probably the common person realizes. But here in the Roanoke Valley, when are you guys called in to help?
Well, you know, when you think of those big disasters, like we've been called in this year to respond to tornadoes in Pulaski and Glade Spring, Virginia, earthquakes even in Mineral, Virginia, and then a Hurricane Irene most recently. But you know, those big disasters get big headlines. And we were certainly there. We're there within an hour opening emergency shelters, providing food, assistance in so many different ways. But some of the disasters are much more personal. When somebody's house burns down here in the Roanoke Valley, we're the first ones there. The fire department is calling us and we're responding. Our volunteers are trained and ready to go no matter what time of day or night. Wow. And we're there helping those folks. And so everything from the really big disasters, responding both locally and regionally, statewide and nationally, to those very small disasters that happen on a local basis, we're there too.
Wow, what a rewarding feeling, and I mean, and great service, because yeah, you help with large disasters, but certainly when it's close to home and it's just affecting you and your family, you can count on the Red Cross. Well, you can also count on the Red Cross also educates the public. When are these different classes? I know I'm a product of a Red Cross classes, but when are classes being offered?
Well, we're the leaders in health and safety classes. We offer first aid and CPR training, water safety, which would include lifeguarding, learn to swim program, which is available for all age groups. And we also have a babysitting class that's available for youth, train them on how to become a great babysitter, make some money in the summertime. And so we have a lot of things available, even a pet first aid class. You can take care of your animals.
Can't say I've taken that one. You had me until to the pet classes, but hey, it's good to know.
An important class to have.
Good to know. Well, during these tough economic times, people have needed the Red Cross, probably more so now than ever before, but folks may not realize that the Red Cross also needs help. What do you need from the public? How can we help you guys out?
Well, you know, because we have a congressional mandate to do all the different kinds of work that we do, people often think, oh, well, the Red Cross it's the American Red Cross. They've got plenty of funding. They're fine. But you know what? We are dependent on all the local support because we don't get any government funding. And so as a result, we have to be out talking to folks, telling our story, and asking for support because we can't be there to provide for those fire victims or the tornado victims or the hurricane victims without the support of everyone in our community. We need both financial support as well as volunteers, and that's the way the American Red Cross runs.
Well, and if you have a little extra money, I'm sure you would appreciate any and all, small donation or large.
Everything helps.
But you can also contribute, as you mentioned, Lee, you can also contribute by being a volunteer. Amy, tell us, what type of jobs do the Red Cross volunteers do?
Well, we have a lot of different opportunities for volunteers. We always need them to go out and help at blood drives. We need volunteer instructors as well to teach our classes, whether in our building or out in the community. And we always are in need of disaster volunteers who can help respond to those house fires that are occurring. So it really depends on what the volunteers want to do, what are their skills and talents, and we can set them up, connect them with the type of opportunity that we have.
And so if you wanted to be a disaster volunteer, is there certain training you have to go through to do all that?
Absolutely. All of the training we offer is free, and then we can get them started.
And how do you become a volunteer regardless of what service you want to do?
Only thing you need to do is call the office, or you can visit us on our website.
And speaking of which?
Well, it's RoanokeValleyRedCross.org. You can call us at 540-985-3535, and you can follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. But we welcome you to come and learn more about the Red Cross. We'd even set up a tour for you. So please come and call or visit us and find out more.
Well, I certainly know our viewers join me in saying thank you, because sometimes I'm sure it could be a thankless job, but we wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for you guys to come save the day. You're like superheroes. Do you have capes?
We need to.
Yeah, you need capes. Big R on your shirt. Lee, Amy, thank you both so much for coming in, and thank you for all that you're doing here in the Roanoke Valley and beyond.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You can find out more about Red Cross events on the Cox Community Calendar coming up during the break. I'm Kiana Price Wade, and this is Round Roanoke on Cox 9.